At the end of May, I decided to redevote myself to another stretch or another season where I do not prioritize music discovery and I just spend time building depth with my collection that I already have built. And one of the first things that I decided to do immediately is actually spend some time listening to the full project of the Silhouettes Project, which is a collective or collaborative of artists out of the UK. So I decided to listen to their two projects because I listened to singles from them, but I never really fully sat with both of them. And I'll be honest, this isn't even an album review. Like, go listen to the projects if you want to. There are some dope things on them. This was really a chance for me to actually just introduce y'all to who the Silhouettes Project is, this amazing collaboration and community centered collective that highlights amazing artists, specifically out of East London. Now, y'all know there's something in the water in the UK in general. So we know how those artists have been coming. And the Silhouettes Project is a creative hub, artist community, and container for artists to come together, to collaborate, to develop each other, to share knowledge, to connect, and to create alternative ways to enter into the industry. The project was actually established by a nonprofit organization, but then it just blossomed over time into what it is today as this safe space for artists to connect. And that was one of the first things that I noticed about the Silhouettes Project when I listened to their music. You could see that they were putting emphasis on collaboration. And I loved that when I did further research, I found out that this was truly a part of their ethos and what they were trying to cultivate with these artists is like community collaboration, a way for people to connect, a way for artists to actually create some community around their art. Not just a group of artists trying to create a project. This is a group of artists and musicians who are genuinely trying to cultivate community around their art and support each other and make it into something beautiful. And I love that. And the even more dope thing about this is some of the artists that I found out who were a part of the collective are actually artists that you probably know and love. Maybe you don't know some of them, but these are some of the ones that I know that I love. Annie, Belle Cobain, the producer Slim, Lexa Moore, Moran T, and Summer Sons. These are artists that I listen to regularly that I was like, oh, they're all a part of the collective. That is dope. So, if you're interested in learning more about them or actually listening to their music, they got 2 volumes of their projects out right now. And learn more about the artists that are a part of the collective and just pour into this community and collaborative because what they're doing is really beautiful for these artists. And I think it's just something we should know. So happy listening.